Does your car hood look like this? With nicks and chips? In less than 2 hours I can show you how to fix this, and only spending less than 40 bucks. The reason why your car looks like this is because, just like me, your deductible is $500 if not more. And your gut is telling you to fix this is probably less than $200, $100. And you know what? You're right. And that's how car insurance companies or auto insurance companies make their money. Let me show you how to fix this for less than 40 bucks. One of the things that makes this a good repair or a bad repair is where you get the paint. If you go to an auto parts store, you're going to get something off the shelf that matches the color of your car. If you're doing little touch-ups and nicks, this will work. But for something like this, you need an exact color. This is where you want to go instead to an auto paint store, a store that sells paint strictly for automobiles. So instead of forking out money to your insurance company, let's get started so I can show you how to keep that money in your pocket. Okay, the first thing you're going to do is look for the body color or code number. And usually it's on the door jamb somewhere. Yeah, you'll see it right here. Sometimes it's in your trunk and sometimes it's in your glove box. If you don't know where to find it, just go to your parts store. They'll show you where it's at. Once you figure out the color, you can get a touch-up marker at your parts store. But if you're like me and you go to the parts store and they don't have your color, what do? Well, the next option you have is to go to a paint auto body store, or a store that sells only auto body colors and other auto body repair supplies. Since they don't have my color in a touch-up marker or in an aerosol can, I went to a paint store. They got the color code off the car and mixed the color right in front of me. The computer will tell them which colors to use and exactly how many ounces it takes for each color. A small bottle of touch-up runs about $9, and an aerosol can will run anywhere from 20 to 25 bucks depending on which colors they use. Some colors are expensive. I asked for a small bottle of touch-up and some color in an aerosol can. It took them about 15 or 20 minutes to do this. You want to bring your car or the part you want to paint so they can closely match the color. This is how they do it. This is what he does to get a perfect match. He'll tweak the color if he has to. Alright, now that you got your color, now it's time to get to work. I'm taking some lacquer thinner. I'm going to wipe down all the areas to remove all the grease and grime and dirt. Okay, now picture the chip like a volcano of a mountain. It's got a hole in it. What we're going to do is we're going to fill it with our custom paint. Knock off any loose ridges or chips. Okay, let's mix up our custom paint so when we apply it, it applies on evenly. Shake it really good. Okay, whatever you do, do not use the brush that comes with the bottle. If you do, you're applying too much and you'll drip. It'll start to run. If you apply too much and it runs, just take a rag with some lacquer thinner and wipe it off. Let me show you a trick. We're going to use a Q-tip and we're going to dab it in the hole. We're going to dab a little bit, let it dry, and if it needs a little more to fill it, to do a second coat, go ahead. It doesn't have to be completely full, but fill it as best you can. Let it dry for 15 minutes in between each dab. Once that's done, let it dry so it hardens. You can see I've got a few of them done here. As you can see, it's a little dark, but there's a combination of things going on here. One of the things causing this is the light and the shadow that you're seeing through the camera. The other is, when they mix it slightly darker, just slightly, because once it dries lighter. Once you have your chips all filled, let the paint dry till it hardens. That's very important. To be on the safe side, let it dry overnight. Today's a hot day, so I'm okay. Okay, we're almost done. Now that it's dry, what we're going to do now is take some 1000 grit sandpaper, and what we're going to do is we're going to lightly sand. Remember, lightly sand. And what we're going to do is we're going to knock down any pointy parts of that crater we were talking about. You can see here how lightly I sand. Once you have it sanded, wipe it down with some lacquer thinner. Wipe it really good so there's no dust or particles. Okay, now we're ready to use our custom spray color. Make sure you shake the can really good so when you spray the color, it sprays nice and even. Spray one light coat. The key in laying a good coat so it looks really good and professional is to keep your wrist or your hand moving left to right constantly every time you spray. Never stop, otherwise you'll have a spot. If that happens, just take some lacquer thinner and wipe everything away and start all over. In about 15-20 minutes, come back and spray a second coat. And if need be, go ahead and spray a third coat. Well, I'm really impressed with the color match. It was worth the 25 bucks. Well, it looks like I'm all done. What do you think? I think it looks great. And this only cost me, gosh, I think I only spent less than 40 bucks and spent not even 2 hours on it. This is real easy to do. Plus I saved a lot of money. And you can too. If I can do it, you can do it. Not too bad, huh? Don't let the insurance companies take your money. Do it yourself and put the money in your pocket. Okay, well I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it was very informative. Please check out my other how-to videos. Oh, and check out my new website. There's new items being put in there every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and of course, hit the bell. Until then, we'll see you at my next video. Bye.